Hello, and welcome back to Inner Calm Coach. So, I want to talk about today how to stop catastrophizing and finding inner peace. I'm sure you know that feeling. One small thing goes wrong, and suddenly your mind races ahead to the worst possible future. That spiral, it's called catastrophizing. So, but what if the answer isn't to fight your thoughts, but to let go of them? Today, let's talk about how to stop it and how to find real peace in the present moment. What's really happening when we are catastrophizing? A part of our mind is trying to protect us from pain, failure, from the unknown, basically. But instead of helping, it drags you into a fear-based story. For instance, I made a mistake, I lose my job, or they didn't respond to me, I'll always be alone, or this feeling is too much, I just can't handle it. It feels like pure survival, but it's actually a habit, an overactive mind rehearsing suffering. So, the deeper truth is you are not your thoughts. You are the one who is noticing the thoughts. I know this sounds a little abstract at first, but I will say it one more time. You are not your thoughts. You are the consciousness who is witnessing or noticing your thoughts. Your mind creates stories, but you don't have to follow them. You can, for instance, imagine your thoughts like clouds in the sky or traffic passing by. You can learn to observe them without getting pulled into them. So, why do we cling to the worst case scenarios? Fear gives us a false sense of control. Predicting pain feels safer than staying open to uncertainty. But this comes with a very high cost. It closes your heart, and actually your options as well, and your inner peace. And then we suffer twice, once in our imagination and once maybe in reality, because most of our worst case scenarios actually never happen. So, how can we free ourselves from this habit? First, notice the story, but don't become the story, okay? Don't get lost in it. Don't get dragged into it. Learn to observe it. Remember, you're not the thoughts. So pause, observe. So say there is that anxious part again. No need to argue. Again, notice. Second, as I said, let the thoughts pass through you. You can learn not to resist the thoughts or try to force it away. You can just open up a space and breathe. Let it rise, peak, and fade like a wave. Just observe what's going on. It's not the thought that hurts, it's actually you're clinging to your thought. And then come back to the present moment. Most catastrophes is actually in the future. It is not happening right now. It is stuff that we make up that we think might happen. So ask yourself what is actually happening right now in this very moment. You can feel your feet on the ground. Listen to the sounds around you. Smell the smells. Feel the table, the glass, feel the wind, the sunlight. The present is almost always more peaceful than your mind. Say yes to the present moment. This doesn't mean you have to love it, but you allow the present moment. Resisting creates tension. Acceptance creates space to choose your next steps with clarity. So you should choose response over just reacting. Once you allowed the emotion to pass, ask yourself, what is the most loving action I can take? What actually matters most to me right now? Let your actions come from your values, not from your fear. So, what shifts when you practice this? You will stop living inside imagined disasters. You no longer let every worry run your life. You can begin to feel quiet and actually also more powerful, and you gain the ability to remain still inside of a storm. You can actually create and achieve this. Peace isn't the absence of thought, it is the freedom to not be ruled by your thoughts. Your mind will always generate fears. That's your mind's nature. It's your survival. But the big difference is that you know you don't have to follow every fearful thought. Instead, you can breathe, relax, and return to the now. So this could be your mantra. Breathe, relax, return to the now. Yeah. Anyways, you don't have to fix every thought. Just stop believing them. All right. I really hope this helped you, and I'll be back soon with more details about different practices, about coming back to the present moment. I hope this helped you and motivated you, and for now I say goodbye, and yeah, please subscribe, share,